My brothers and sisters, President Hinckley has requested that I now present to you the general authorities, area authorities, and general auxiliary presidencies of the church for your sustaining vote. It is proposed that we sustain Gordon Bittner Hinckley as prophet, seer, and revelator, and president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Thomas Spencer Monson as first counselor in the first presidency, and James Esdras Faust as second counselor in the first presidency. Those in favor may manifest it. Those opposed, if any, may manifest it. It is proposed that we sustain Thomas Spencer Monson as president of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles, Boyd Kenneth Packer as acting president of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles, and the following as members of that quorum: Boyd K. Packer, L. Tom Perry, David B. Haight, Neil A. Maxwell, Russell M. Nelson, Dallin H. Oakes, M. Russell Ballard, Joseph B. Wirthlin, Richard G. Scott, Robert D. Hales, Jeffrey R. Holland, and Henry B. Eyring. Those in favor, please manifest it. Any who may be opposed. It is proposed that we sustain the counselors in the first presidency and the 12 apostles as prophets, seers, and revelators. All in favor, please manifest. Contrary, if there be any, by the same sign. It is proposed that we sustain Elders Gary J. Coleman, John M. Madsen, W. Rolfe Kerr, and Carl B. Pratt as members of the first Quorum of the 70. All in favor may manifest. Opposed, if any, by the same sign. It is proposed that we sustain Richard D. Allred, Erin A. Call, Richard E. Cook, Dwayne B. Gerard, Wayne M. Hancock, J. Kent Jolly, Richard J. Maines, Dale E. Miller, Lynn G. Robbins, Donald L. Staley, and Richard E. Turley, Sr. as members of the second Quorum of the 70. All in favor may make it known. Opposed, if any, by the same sign. It is proposed that we sustain the 134 area authorities who are present with us today as 70s of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to act in the office of Area Authority 70s. These brethren are Oscar H. Aguayo, Carlos E. Aguero, Julio E. Alvarado, Paulo C.F. Amarim, Adolfo Avalos, Carl W. Bacon, Lowell C. Barber, David A. Bednar, Blair S. Bennett, Robert K. Bills, Bruce B. Bingham, O. Brent Black, Norman C. Bohm, Harold C. Brown, Donald J. Butler, Rene J. Cabrera, Douglas L. Collister, Antonio Cappi, Raimondo Castellani, Hugo A. Catron, Victor D. Cave, Chuyen Chia, V. Francisco Chinche, Jess L. Christensen, K. H. Christensen, Christopher N. Chukwara, L. Whitney Clayton, Ambrosio C. Collado, Gordon G. Conger, Max W. Craner, Claudio Cuellar, Cesar A. Davila, Cleto P. de Oliveira, Jorge del Castillo, Paul L. Deal, Lindsay T. Dill, Donald B. Doty, Dale L. Dransfield, Halvey R. Evans Sr., Enrique R. Falabella, David W. Ferrell, Lawrence R. Fuller, Armando Gauna, Ruben G. Gapis, Harvey L. Gardner, Darrell H. Garn, Eduardo Gavaret, Silvio Geschwantner, Larry W. Gibbons, Francisco G. Jimenez, Christopher Golden Jr., Walter F. Gonzalez, Paulo R. Grawl, James E. Griffin, C. Scott Groh, Esteban Guevara, Mario E. Guzman, Donald L. Hallstrom, Ronald T. Halverson, Ronald J. Hammond, John A. Harris, Keith K. Hilbig, Thomas A. Holt, Pita F. Hopoate, Clayton S. Huber, John M. Huntsman Sr., Ernst Hutz, Salomon Har, Julio H. Jaramillo, Lloyd W. Jones, Hotoshi Kashikura, Seiji Katanuma, Chong Yul Kim, Richard K. Klein, Wan Yong Ko, Brent H. Coyle, Eduardo A. Lemartin, James G. Larkin, Xian Leong, David Lopez, J. Willard Marriott Jr., Gary Matsuda, John Maxwell, W.E. Barry Mayo, Hyde M. Merrill, Cesar A.S. Milder, P. Bruce Mitchell, J. Michael Moeller, J. Kirk Moyes, Mitchell V. Myers, Carl E. Nelson, Rodrigo Obeso, James S. Olson, Julio E. Ote, Glenn A. Overton, William W. Parmalee, Adelson de Paula Parrilla, Wolfgang H. Powell, Stein Pedersen, Jorge A. Pedero, E. Israel Perez, Wayne S. Peterson, Alain A. Pétion, Stephen H. Pond, R. Gordon Porter, Holger D. Rakow, Gustavo Ramos, Eugene F. E. W. Reed, Michael T. Robinson, Alejandro M. Robles, Servando Rojas, Lynn A. Rosenval, Claudio D. Cinerelli, Shao R. C. Martins Silva, Keith L. Smith, R. Lloyd Smith, L. Douglas Smoot, Rasha B. Sores, Su Kyung Tan, Jose A. Teixeira de Silva, Hernani Teixeira, Octaviano Tenorio, D. Lee Tobler, Juan Uceda, Tomas Valdez, Carlos D. Vargas, Jorge W. Ventura, Hector M. Verdugo, Remus G. Villarete, Craig T. Vincent, Brian A. Watling, Robert S. Wood, Jorge F. Ceballos, and Claudio D. Civic. Those in favor may manifest it. Those opposed may also manifest it. It is proposed that we release with a vote of thanks and sincere appreciation Sisters Elaine L. Jack, Chieko N. Okazaki, and Eileen H. Clyde as the Relief Society General Presidency. We also release all members of the Relief Society General Board. It is also proposed that we release the second counselor in the Young Women General Presidency, Sister Bonnie D. Parkin. Sister Parkin has accepted a call to serve with her husband as he presides over the England-London South Mission. All who wish to join in an expression of profound appreciation for the excellent service of these sisters may do so. It is proposed that we sustain Sister Mary Ellen Wood Smoot as the new General President of the Relief Society, with Sister Virginia Uri Jensen as first counselor and Sister Sherry L. Dew as second counselor. Those in favor may manifest it. Any opposed may so signify. It is proposed that we sustain Sister Carol Ann Burdett Thomas as second counselor in the Young Women Presidency. All in favor, please signify. Any opposed by the same sign. It is proposed that we sustain the other general authorities and general auxiliary presidencies as presently constituted. Those in favor may please manifest it. Any opposed may manifest it. It appears that the sustaining President Hinckley has been unanimous in the affirmative. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for your faith and your prayers. We shall now ask the newly called members of the First and Second Quorum of the 70, the new Relief Society General Presidency, and Sister Thomas to take their places on the stand. If you'd come forward.